began 3.5 months ago has all built to this. The championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. We could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. From deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And now the handoff. Look out, room to run here. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground. One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First down. We're going to throw the football. It's reeled in. It's Parker. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
That completion sets up a second down play. Movement here from the tight end. He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
This is a deflating play for this defense on third and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback. And he uses his legs to pick it up.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quick pass, the catch is made. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. Oh, and he knocks it right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
kickoff, a little too hot to handle. Goes. Zone for a touchback. Receivers are bunched together. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to the air in the first play of this conference championship. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
So from the 16-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. To throw, it's Hawkins. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. He's looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Receiver makes the grab. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the 1st down marker.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength, and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38.
3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that froze the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a 1st down.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
He's running out of time here. They trap him for a sack.
A
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. The kicker has good range, but this one is from 58 yards out. And he's got it from 58 yards away. Never in doubt.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Moves out of the pocket. And the ball is picked off. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense contributes 6 points.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands. Takes it in for a touchdown.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Intercepted in the end zone. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for his big tight end. Fired into a tight window and picked off. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
The Ducks are going to cash in this red zone trip. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Woods. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force him to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
Force out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
You know, on third down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection, because you know that you're going to throw and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? They're able to do that, move those sticks. It's a first down.
Stop right there at the line, no gain.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Coming up, second down and goal. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking for 6. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Play of the drive now from the 25. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Grabbed by the receiver. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grabbed near the sticks. It's Norris. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. So, Kurt, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Henderson. Breaks loose at the 40. Now here he goes. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Makes a quick grab. Bites into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
And the extra point was up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Texas.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he gave it a shot, but should have just left the ball in the end zone. They spotted it at the 19. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
What I love here with the quarterback is he knew exactly where he needed to go to get that first down.
First and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He's in the clear. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends, they're really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
And the Ducks will line up here on first down and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. On the run here, lets it go. Touchdown, Oregon. That's how you finish a play.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it, and they come up with that touchdown.
Extra point makes it a 19-point lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend.
They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
That's a good read. Got him a little bit closer to that first down and a nice chunk. Now, I bet before too long, we're going to see that quarterback pull it, try to get a chunk of yards himself as well.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Direct snap. Defense makes the tackle, but that wildcat look does produce a first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
And it's a direct snap. The wildcat look picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Direct snap. Will not be brought down. They bring him down, but the wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
The Longhorns pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. They feed the fullback this time. The offense now operating in empty. Back to pass. It's Hawkins. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Winston. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
With the catch, it's Norris. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Here's the second down play. Defense showing blitz here. Back to throw again. The sure hands. It's Norris. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiving position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Grab down the middle, it's Norris. He make the stop, but that gains enough to set him up first down at the 14.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The ball is loose near the goal line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution of that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Texas. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. He'll aim it toward the sideline. Solid punt. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Linebacker shifting around now. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Looks right for a quick completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kinds of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught. Completion. Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal at the 7. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it deep to begin the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down.
Good job by the defense forcing this pitch to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands. The problem is they gave up some positive yards there, but at least they brought him down.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Breaks an open space. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Scanning the field. It's Hawkins. Catch made on the out route. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
A completion makes it second down. Here comes a handoff. That's good for first-down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Graham behind the line. It's Norris. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40. Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. Oh, and he fumbles. Scooped up with the defense.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
Powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They begin with a quick throw to the left. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Throws it to the right. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up third down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy. The receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They finally make a tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Quick throw, the catch is made. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
When these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. And it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The Ducks will line up now. It's first and goal. Receiver in motion now. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With a conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? We can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tried to make something happen on the return, but steps out at the 23. Come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
But the defense has been torn up through the air, and now the option game is starting to make its presence felt. Good read here by the quarterback to pitch it out and pick up a first.
First down here for this offense. To throw, it's Hawkins. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
That is an ill-advised pass right there. Falling away from his target, throwing the ball off his back foot.
Getting set. Here's second down. Heavy blitz look here pre-snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And he'll drop back here on third down. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Driver set up at the 37. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Now here's the toss play. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times they rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. They look to throw it here on second down. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw over the middle. Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. He's going to take off here. Inside the 25. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Really love the call here on third down to give the quarterback the option to either make the throw or pull it down and keep it himself to be able to pick up first down yardage.
The Ducks pick up enough for a first down. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Oregon.
Not necessarily something you would recommend, but when you know your talent, you know your talent. This quarterback does what you would not expect him to do, puts the ball into double coverage, and guess what? The receiver comes down with it for a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Dropping back. It's Hawkins. Tries the right with a quick throw. That is broken up and incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
They bring them down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Third down, out of the shotgun. Caught by the receiver. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Henderson. And that play moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Haven't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Pass complete. It's second down now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw yet again. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Texas.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! An electrifying play by this returner. Takes it the length of the field to the house in the conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I don't know if there's anything that can affect momentum as much as a kickoff return all the way back for a touchdown. It gets everybody fired up. Now you've got the stadium behind you. Your offense and defense will respond. This could be a game-changing opportunity for them.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Looking to throw. It's Hawkins. Pass complete on the crosser. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
And looking to throw now on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Henderson.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Pass caught. Second down now. And he'll set up to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Norris. And they convert on third down, moving the football to the 35.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today. Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Big moment here in this championship game. Third and short on the 8th play of the drive. The receiver makes the catch. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Boy, the quarterback looks so confident there with this throw. Good job up front with the offensive line protecting on a pivotal third down. And anytime you're trailing in a game, you want to be able to convert. So good job by this offense.
To the air, it's Hawkins. And it's caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
Well, a field goal here does them no good. So the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Trying for a fourth down completion. Launching one to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
You talk about being in a zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
The offense is out there. Here comes a two-point conversion attempt. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The pass is intercepted. Past the 50. Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. When have you ever seen that before? As the two-point try backfires big time. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Texas. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. They'll try the option play here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Second down after that run on the previous play. An inside deals now from the shotgun. He's past the marker and still going. They get him down, but that first down will be decisive and give us our new conference champs. What an amazing become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we're getting to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up for Kirk Herman.